Okay, grow log update. Here you see some plants. They're sitting in the window, doing pretty good. Just watered them last night. They'll possibly produce some flowers one of these days. Maybe some pods. Got here on the back porch where we got some recently moved plants. Can you see that? The sun is so bright. Here they are. This guy, talked about him maybe a week or two ago. He was snapped off and he's responding pretty well. It's actually looking like a plant again. Just shooting up some sprouts and doing his thing. This one right here is probably the most, yeah. See, I accidentally broke that one off. We're going to see what happens there. Here's the top of it. Tried to replant it. Yeah, leaves look a little wilty. Put them in some potting soil, gave them some water. See if they respond. Maybe I'll get 2 plants out of 1. Maybe I'll get 0 plants out of 1. This guy looks pretty decent. You can see there's some, it's like some flowers maybe starting there. I like this plant. This is one of my better looking plants. There's some flowers there, and they might produce some pods sometime soon. If not, eventually I'm sure they will. It's definitely a very good looking plant compared to most of them. Here's a whole crate of them. Yeah, I'm not moving them yet. I'm going to put these in the ground eventually. So they got about 2 more weeks just to remain here in this crate until I transplant them. Unfortunately, I don't really have a choice. I'm going to take them down to my family's farm and transplant them, so they just got to stay where they're at for the time being. A couple of them got some, I think there's a pod or 2 here around here somewhere. It's a pod. It's probably the biggest one, right? Where's that one at? Yeah, a few pods, but so there's this guy again. I think you saw him last time. He got worked over by this trellis over here. The wind just whipped him around and shocked him into that metal bindings there, and I think it destroyed most of his leaves, but he's coming back, especially down here in the bottom. Starting to have some more sprouts. And his partner over here, he came out at the same time. He got tied up to the same trellis. He got worked over, but he's doing better. So look at this guy. Really happy and proud for him. He's doing really well. Got completely laid over like sideways, and we didn't have too much hope for him, but he's coming back pretty strong. And also this guy, this was a boot jolokia that I brought out without hardening him off properly, and you probably still see down here one of his leaves. He's got sunburnt to crap. Almost every one of his leaves were just totally fried. But he's coming back real nice. This one's a real nice looking plant. I think this is poblano, or it's a poblano. So it's Looking real good, should fruit real well. This one, it's having some problems leaning over, should probably stand up a little more. Not sure what that is, but it's growing well, just growing sideways. And this one, this must be one of the Kung Pao's. Really strong growing pepper plant. It's a derivative of a cayenne. Looking forward to that. Like the flavor, nice and savory. Good piquance. Not sure what that is, but it's looking nice and bushy. I'm guessing it's probably an annuum. It'll grow up too. And this thing, wow, that's in a small pot. It's actually doing pretty good for being in such a small pot. That's a chelada. You don't see a whole lot of people growing those, so it's nice to have one of those and brag about that. I don't think too many other people seeing this video will be able to brag about having one of those. I really like this one. It's probably better than any of my other ones. It's a Sereno. That's probably my best plant, honestly, as far as being impressive looking. Here's an Anaheim. Oh yeah, there's that guy snapped off. That was a New Max. That's the, whatever you call that thing, the stalk. And here's the attempt at the replant. This guy's good too. He's looking pretty good. That's another Serrano. And this one, saw in the video a couple weeks ago. I snapped this one off, and it's gone back pretty good too. So everything is good. It's a creative awesomeness. Another creative awesomeness. It is what it is. And we'll have some nice peppers. Coming sooner than later. Doesn't always work out the way you want it to, but hopefully you get them sometime.